Welcome everyone, welcome. Now I think it's visible. Welcome everyone to a very different streaming about my Formula 124 career mode with Williams Racing. And this is basically the last video ever on this game. This is the end of my career mode. Obviously, the season was finished. You can watch all of my races on this YouTube channel. So you have all the info of the season in my videos. And today this final video is basically for looking forward to the next game, the F125 game, where I will complete my Formula 125 career mode. And the team I will choose, that I know the team I will choose. I was announcing it during the live streams in the final races of the season. And also let's watch the final numbers, the final stats of my career mode, and remind me that I show you a graphic that I prepared to see my performance, in comparison to my teammate Alex Albon during the whole season. Not only seeing the results in race and qualifying, much more data in deep that I prepare on this live stream. So we are in December in the game. Let's go to this event, that is contract event. I don't know what it is, to be honest. This is new. Okay. Well, and basically I have to choose a team or what? Performance. Basically it's like you can choose whatever you want or what. Well guys, I mean, no surprises, okay? The thing will be the same. The thing will be the same because looking for the performance I was having in this career mode, I think that the end of the season was extremely good for me, but nothing spectacular. So I think if it will be a real Formula 1 season, obviously the thing I'm sure they would like to stay with them one year more, because I score more points than Alex. I even did a pole position, so obviously the team will be happy with me. But the first part of the season was very bad. Was bad, especially in qualifying. I was really underperforming. I was beaten clearly by Alex Albon. So what I'm gonna make in the F125 game is to continue in Williams 1 year more, and I think the F125 is the breaking point. I mean, I will try to do my best career mode season ever, and in that way to sign for the F126 in a top team. That's my mission, guys. But to do that, I will need to complete a very good season in Williams next year. So I will pick Williams, guys. I will pick Williams once again. Let's resign the contract for F125. Wow, now as you can see, I finished the season with 74 overall rating. For me it's good. I know some players score great ratings, much better than that, but I'm very happy with, to be honest. The target at the beginning of the season was 69 and we finished with 74, so I think it's really good. So let's set the contract one season for F125 career mode. Obviously I can set a target for the next season, but obviously this is for this game, for the F124 season 2. Obviously I won't continue playing to this game, so I can put whatever rating I would like to. Obviously, imagine that the F125 game have the same system at the beginning of the season. Let's try to imagine that. So if I have to sign once again, obviously if I start from 0 in my driver career mode in the F125, probably my rating will be again, I think you start in 60. I'm not sure. I think you start in 60 as in overall rating. So I would like to be more ambitious, and if we finish this season in 74, I think if I really want to do the step forward into a bigger team for F1 26, I will have to set a rating of 80. But probably in the F1 25 game won't let me to set a rating of 80 because I will be starting on 60 or something like that. Here I am starting in 74. So yeah, probably let's put the same targets, 74. I cannot change anything. So let's put the recommended just in case. But anyway, that's my contract for the F125 career mode. Not for this game, guys. When the F125 game will be released. This is the contract I'm signing. That means from now in the F125 career mode I will be racing. I will keep racing for Williams Racing. Now the name is Atlassian Williams Racing. That's it. We are officially Williams drivers for the F125 game for my F124 career mode. So that's it. Very happy. We are all very happy. And we are saying okay, and now before to go to the end of the season we have messages. Let's read it. Wow, this is about, well, what a season. You have destroyed your contract target and everyone at the team is ecstatic, and rightly so. As you know, you are free to search for a new seat at the end of the season, and I'm sure you will have some amazing options. The team here are also hoping you will renegotiate with the team, and with the success you have this season, who can blame them? I have attached a final performance report for you to lovingly stare at, as I have been doing. See you soon, Elena. Yeah, as you can see, the target for the season was 69 and we finished with 74. So under recognition we started on 39 and we finished with 53%. So definitely I can say that my targets were complete by much. We did in general a good season, a very good season, so that's great. Especially obviously specialist not available. This is the same. Let's take a look. For example, well, the championship rivalry. The championship rivalry is this one. At the end, we beat Alex 3-1. Championship points, 50 points more than Alex, 40 against 25. Qualifying results, Alex destroyed me. This is something I have to improve in the F125 game. The qualifying sessions. Just was at the end when I start to beat regularly Alex in qualifying, when I feel really connected with the car. But definitely I need to adapt quickly in the F125 game as soon as possible in qualifying. In podiums, anyone score a podium. Obviously we are in Williams. We were close to do it. The highest qualifying position, I have a pole position in the Qatar Grand Prix, and Alex finished 5th as best position. In race results, I was behind Alex all the season, and just at the end, I did a great streak of 5-6 consecutive races, beating him. We will check later on. And best finishing position is the same. 4th place, I did it in the Belgian Grand Prix, and he did it in Monza. Let me now show you a graphic that I prepared to resume what was my rivalry with Alex Albon. Let me find it, guys. One moment. Is this one? Yes, this is it. This graphic resumes my rivalry against Alex more in deep. As you can see here, my numbers are in green and the numbers of Alex in like yellow. Okay. Versus qualifying, we saw 8-16 beat me Alex. In race we beat Alex 13-11, and in fastest lap we are matched 2 12-12. That means we achieve a faster lap time than the other in the same number of races during the whole season. That's impressive. And just below in the purple square, you can see the whole stats. I have a pole position. Alex have not a pole position. Both we have not wins. Points, 40 points for me, 25 for Alex. Championship finishing, I finish in 11th place. Alex finished in 13. So in general, my numbers are much better. And now we enter in the most interesting part of the graphic. In qualifying time difference average. As you can see, Alex Albon was faster than me in qualifying as average, around 2/10.5, 261,000 of the second as average. That means putting together all qualifying sessions, the time difference between the best lap time of Alex in qualifying with in comparison to my lap time. That I have to say that this comparison was made in the same sessions. We were on track. We were coinciding on track. That means if, for example, some of us passed to Q3, but the other one was not able to pass to Q3, in that Grand Prix, I was comparing the lap times we achieved both in Q2, okay? We are always comparing the lap time we achieve in the same qualifying session, you know? So that's the real difference. And as you can see, Alex beat me in time difference. And in average grid position, Alex beat me because he has an average grid of 11.9. I have an average grid of 13.0. This is my average grid starting grid position. Okay, so Alex as average start like one place ahead of me during the whole season, you know, putting together all qualifying results. So as you can see in qualifying, this is what I have to improve for the F1 25 game. And just below you can see the time difference, comparing my best lap time in qualifying with the best lap time of Alex in every single Grand Prix of the season. In the numbers that are on yellow are the qualifying sessions where Alex was faster than me, and you can see the time difference. And the numbers that are on green are the qualifying sessions where I was faster than Alex, and the difference, the time difference. And as you can see, in most of the qualifying sessions where Alex was ahead of me, the margin was really high. 6/10 in Bahrain, 4/10 in Australia, 6/10 in Japan, 1 second in Miami. The most tighter qualifyings where Alex beat me were in Spain, no, in Saudi Arabia by only 25,000 of the second, in Spain by 1/10. In Austria, he beat me only by 1/10 and a bit more. And in Italy, Monza, he beat me again by 1/10. But the rest, he beat me by much. And when I beat Alex, in the 8 qualifying sessions where I beat Alex, also normally I did it by a good margin. In China, 4/10 faster. In Canada, only 2/10. That was more equal. In the British Grand Prix, I beat Alex by 4/10. In Belgium, it was tight, 1/10.5, a bit more. Mexico was really tight, only 84,000 of the second. And in the last 3 qualifying sessions, I beat Alex by 3/10 in Vegas, 2/10 in Qatar, and almost 2/10.5 in Abu Dhabi. As you can see, in the final races, in the 5 last qualifying sessions, I beat Alex in 4. So from Mexico is where I started my best part of the season. From Canada to the Belgian Grand Prix, you can see that I beat Alex 3 times. He beat me 3 times, but the difference when Alex beat me were very close. That was a part of the season where I was really comfortable. But in general, Alex was much better than me in qualifying session. Now, in race results, the race result average, you can see that even having 15 points more in the championship than Alex, the race result average of Alex were better. 11.9, exactly the same as average grid. My race results average or race position average is 12.7, a bit better than in qualifying, but still behind Alex. So in that regard, Alex was more consistent than me in race, even having less points. So, and the sprint results, that are the results that are on the red square just at the bottom. In the sprint races, Alex beat me 1/5. So it's true that I get better numbers overall than Alex, but if you see the data in deep, Alex was better than me in all areas. So that's why it's a bit confusing or not realistic the overall numbers. So I did a good season, but Alex was better than me, I can say even that with that. Obviously what it matters most is the number of points and the championship position. I beat Alex in that regard, so that's the most important. But the number says that in pure performance, Alex Albon was better than me. And this is what I have to do better in the F125 game, guys. To beat Alex clearly. To get a seat in a top team for the F126. And finally, in the race results, you can see the race results where the number is in green is when I finish ahead of Alex. And the race results where the number of the Grand Prix is in yellow, where the Grand Prix where Alex finished ahead of me. And as you can see, the first 12 races from the Bahrain Grand Prix to the British Grand Prix, Alex beat me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times of 12 in the first half of the season. 9-3 in the first half. But in the second half, from the Hungarian Grand Prix until the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, you can see Alex Albon was able to beat me just 2 times, only 2 times. And I beat Alex 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th times, 11th 2. That's why at the end I won the race head to head. It's true that, for example, in Hungary Alex was ahead and he will finish ahead, but he had an engine issue and he was retired. In Azerbaijan we both crashed, but I crashed later than Alex. That's why I won that head to head in Azerbaijan. And in the United States Grand Prix, Alex will finish ahead of me, but once again he suffered some kind of issue and he was not able to finish. So probably will be a bit tighter the final result without the DNF. But I have to say that, for example, in the Italian Grand Prix, if I will not DNF with that crash and I will not receive that strange penalties, I was on soft tires in the last 10 laps, very new soft tires, and probably I will be able to pass Alex in that Italian Grand Prix. So at the end, more or less, I think it's equal. The result reflects what it was, the head-to-head in race. But you can see clearly how the first half of the season was terrible for me, and the second half of the season was much better for me than in qualifying. But I have to say that in race in general, even that I was not competitive sometimes, I feel that I did much better. I was really consistent in races. It's true that in some races I had no pace at all, but in others I did incredible results. For example, the Belgian Grand Prix weekend was amazing, finishing 4 in qualifying, 4 in race, fighting with the Ferraris, the McLarens, the Mercedes, the Red Bulls. In Netherlands I started last, and thanks to the rain conditions and everything and the strategy, I finished 6th. An amazing recovery and doing incredible overtakes. You can check the race. And then the final races in Mexico, I qualified, I think, in 3rd place, I think. I even was leading the race. Then in Brazil, I recovered a couple of places from 15th to 9th place, passing Alex in the final stint. In Vegas, I started 5th and I finished 6th, fighting with the McLarens as well, and the Aston Martins and everyone. Qatar, I started on pole position. I finished 8th at the end, but I was fighting again with the Ferraris, the Mercedes, the Red Bull, the McLarens, cars that are much faster than me. And in Abu Dhabi, unfortunately, I was able to score 1 point in 10th place. The safety car doesn't help me, and I had that final crash with Max Verstappen. That probably I will be able to pass him if I do not crash into him, and I will be able to finish on points. But in the last 5 races, 4 of them in point position, guys. I have a 4th place, a 6th place. No, 2 6th places. So I'm probably in Canada. You know my career mode in Canada. I had an amazing chance to finish 7th. And I did that stupid mistake in the final laps in Canada, crashing a bit into the wall, breaking the front wing. But probably if I will be able to avoid the crash, I will be finishing 7th. And I will have now much more points even, and I will beat Alex as well. So, in overall in race, I think I did much better than in qualifying. And for the next career mode in the F125, definitely the target is to be more consistent and to beat Alex consistently, to deserve a good seat in a top team for the F126 game. So, this is the data, guys, of the season. I hope you enjoy this graphic. Let me sing the audio. And now move on to the next part of the graphic, that is the final graph. As you can see how I was evolving my ratings. The experience, I finished most of the races except four races plus one disqualification. Really strange in the Singapore Grand Prix, I don't know why. But overall, I complete all programs, more or less, the practice programs, most of them in purple, so I'm very happy with the progression in experience. In the racecraft affected by overtakes and your finish position compared to a starting position. Racecraft where I have good races, but at the end I finished in 73. Awareness gained through clean races, reduced by collisions, off-track moments and DNFs. I have not too much DNFs. I have just a few penalties, not too much. I have, in race especially, not too many contacts, so was very good awareness. The pace reflects speed in qualifying and margin to fastest lap in race. That's my best rating, the pace. I had a good margin in fastest lap. Even doing bad results in qualifying, by the other hand, I achieved a pole position and some couple of front rows, some couple of top 5 qualifying positions, so that increased my pace a lot, and it's the best rating. As you can see at the end, the green line, how much increase. My final part of the season in qualifying was very good, and the focus is probably the worst. Reflects form in qualifying and race results versus taking vehicle performance into account. You can see how the beginning of the season was good, the middle of the season I was a bit stuck, but especially that couple of races from Italy to the United States Grand Prix destroyed my focus. In these 4 races were a nightmare. I had any pace in any moment. I suffered a lot. I don't know what happened in that period of time from the Azerbaijan Grand Prix to the United States Grand Prix. Terrible. But unfortunately, the last 5 races, the results were incredible. I felt really connected with the car once again, and my focus increased. So at the end, I finished where I left it after the first half of the season in the Dutch Grand Prix in 64. Probably is the thing I have to increase more in the next game. I need to perform where the car should be in any moment. So, well, that is what it is. In general, I'm happy. I finished the game as the worst F1 driver, I think, with 74. I'm not here. Okay. Yes, I finished as the worst driver, because the best driver in F1 have 80. But, well, I was starting very low. So I think it's okay. Obviously, R&D, nothing to say here. Vehicle, nothing to say. And standings, this is how he ends the standings. Well, as you can see, Max Verstappen was a monster. He won almost every race. In Abu Dhabi didn't win because he started last because of a grid penalty, but probably would won it. What we can say, guys, he destroyed everyone. Alonso finished second in Abu Dhabi and second in the championship. Amazing. Ahead of Charles Leclerc. They were having an amazing battle all the season for the second place. Finally, Alonso won. Perez finished 4th, who won the last race in Abu Dhabi. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different winners. Perez say goodbye to Red Bull in my career mode with a victory. So that's really cool. Then Russell, 5th, 6th Norris. Very bad season for Lando Norris in comparison to real life. Only able to finish 6th, 1 win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 podiums. Hamilton is next, 7th. Not a good season as well. A couple of podiums. Then is Sainz, finished behind Hamilton, but by only 1 point. Only just 1 point. 9th for Oscar. Very bad season from Oscar Piastri here. Clearly beat by Norris. He achieved 4 podiums, and Lance Stroll, that in comparison to Alonso, wow, terrible season. Oh, but much better than in real life. And then it's our league. In our league, I was clearly the winner of the second league we have, the bottom 5 teams, with 40 points, as we were analyzing previously. Fastest lap in Canada, pole position in Qatar, and definitely the beginning of the season in Bahrain I was fast and I crashed. That is painful. In Canada I lost a lot of points, guys, in that crash, stupid mistake. And then that moment after the crash in Italy, where I was able to fight for points, then came Azerbaijan, Singapore, and the United States Grand Prix. That moment, these 4 races, probably with a normal performance I will be able to do much better. But 40 points, one of my best seasons ever in terms of points. It's not bad for a Williams driver. And look at that, Gasly finished 12th, past Alex in the last race, because Gasly did an incredible last race, finishing 5th, achieving 29 points at the end. Alex, he was not able to score points in the last 3 races, and he finished with 25 points. Ahead of me during the whole season. Well, I think in the Belgian Grand Prix I passed him, but he scored that amazing 4th place in Italy. He was ahead of me, I think, since Italy, I think. Then he scored points in Singapore as well, and in Brazil. He scored points basically in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races, but I did it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So at the end I win. Tsunoda, who was battling with us for that 11th place in the driver standings until the last part of the season, at the end finished in 14th place, and then the bottom 6 drivers, terrible results. 5 points for Ricciardo, 4 for Magnussen, 3 for Bottas, only 1 for Ocon, and 0 points for Joe and Hülkenberg. They were not able to finish on points in any single race, guys. Unbelievable. And well, the trophies, obviously. For DNFs, I would like to have less in the next game. Normally my average is in 3-4 DNF per season. I have to say that 2 of them in in Bahrain and Monaco, in Monaco, I retired the car because terrible race. I crashed in the first lap, Pancha, then damage in the floor, then some laps later I crashed again. I was last, I was lapped, so at the end I said nothing to do here, let's retire the car. And the Bahrain Grand Prix I crashed in lap 17, I think. I touched the gravel and I crashed into the wall. Terminal damage. Monza I crashed. After that braking test, very strange braking test, one of the Haas did in the restart of the safety car, and I was not able to avoid them, and I crashed in the rear of the Haas, breaking the suspension. Baku, I crashed into the wall. Terrible weekend, nothing to say. Singapore is disqualification, but I don't know why. I finished the race in 17th after a very, very heavy storm. A lot of water on track, and at the end of the race I was disqualified. I think it was a glitch of the game, something like that. So basically in reality were 4 DNFs. And the driver statistics, this is my final stats. 1 pole position, incredible, my first ever. 40 points, no race wins, no podiums. Average finish here says 14, but it's not real, it's a bit less, as we saw in my data. Average grid is 13, and then kilometers driven 14,000 kilometers. Wow, that's a lot. 1 fastest lap. Laps driven 2,233. I think, I'm not sure if it's include free practice sessions and qualifying. I don't know if it's just race or includes all sessions, but it's a lot of laps and 1 team join. So that's it, guys. That's it my career mode. Let's advance, and that's the end of the season. Finish season. When you are finishing here, you can advance to the start of the next season. Guys, that's it. I can say that that's the end. And next stop, it's the Formula 125, my Formula 125 career mode with Altasia and Williams Racing. I hope you are here watching the career mode. As always, the race action will be available on my Twitch. This is my Twitch, so follow me there. Don't miss my Formula 125 career mode on track. And here on YouTube, where we are trying to reach 1000 subscribers. As always, we will try to we will keep doing the weekend and race previews here on YouTube as we did last year. And I hope you stay with me, guys. Subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. The Formula 125 career mode will be even more exciting. I can't wait to finish. That's the end, the official end of my Formula 124 career mode. I uploaded today a video with the highlights on track, the replays I recorded. Very nice, very cool video. See you there, guys. See you in a couple of months. Probably the game will be released 30 May, but probably I will start to do the testing days and everything probably maybe at the end of Jan or the beginning of July. I would like to. So see you in a couple of months, guys. This is the end. This is the end. Thank you so much for your support, for people who comment here, especially Lerchi, who was the most active user on Twitch and YouTube. Helped me a lot in the strategy and supporting me. Also, some people comment in my videos as well on YouTube, sometimes giving me a lot of support. And I hope to see you here for the Formula 125 career mode. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in a couple of months in a very exciting Formula 125 season. Bye bye.